Hello everyone, how are you? Okay, so let's start a new series of video to program language using .NET Core C# language. And like idea, I work into Visual Studio, the 2019 version, but you can't use in the other, more recent or older version. Don't have a problem to work into other. So the idea to series is showing the concepts and examples and projects using .NET Core, but in other language, using the English, okay? Because I received some comments, request this, please guy, record this, we need this in the other language, because my native language is Portuguese, so we have the peoples and the other place of the world, around of the world, that don't understand the Portuguese because it was restricted for my country. So that's my challenge, record it in language, other language. In English in this case, it's not my, I don't have totally domain in this English, but I try. It's a good challenge because I have this challenge to try working crazy in my English and share the knowledge with yours, okay? So let's start. Let's creating things, good things in projects. I hope that you can growing like a professional or IT desires. It's so important for working. To programming is the best form to entry in the IT market areas, okay? So let's start from the beginning. The idea today is you can to understand how to create a simple project and using variables and add values to variables, okay? In the other videos, in the next videos, we can to increment the things, so showing different things, conditional, repeat forms to work in this, working to class, methods, interfaces, access and databasing, using some design partners, working to Visual Studio and C#. Okay, so let's start. Here we go. Let me hide my camera because you don't need to look for me for every time. Oh my gosh, the focusing the language. Okay, so come on, there you go. The first everything, you can to open the Visual Studio. Okay, and you showing creating a new project. So clicking the create a new project to start, and we will choose the template in the console application. Okay, if you have this in your recent templates, you can choose for this list, or you can to search for templates. Insert the search console. Okay, console application, and this language, okay, C#. Click on next, and project name, insert the simple example 101. Next, our version is .NET Core 3.1 because it's the most stable used by the companies, and clicking create. Good. Let's wait in the Visual Studio creating every structure for the project. So if you have some double or issue or idea for new videos, you can please insert the comments in videos, and I receive it for yours, and when I have time for this, I record, okay? I record this subject. Okay, very nice. So you have two windows for working. We have other stuff, okay, hiding for us, but for the main principle, we work in the left side to code the things, creating our class, and methods and everything that you need. And for the right side, you have the Solution Explorer. Solution Explorer working, it's very similar to Windows Explorer. This window helps you to understand where are the things, where you have in your project, in your solution, okay? So this simple example have your own class called program, and your extension is .cs from C Sharp. Okay, if you have using the other language and .NET Core like a VBNet, your extension is .vb. But like you work into C Sharp, these are most common extension. Okay, we have the dependence section, and you can to add other libraries for helping creating the things. But for example, the .NET Core app is enough for us. Okay, so let's like for program. Program is the main class when you create a project, and we will in the next videos like working specifically to class. Our focus today is working to variables. What is variables? Variables is the form to you creating a place in the memory of your computer or your server, and you can to add values to variables, and these variables can to variables. Okay, because for this he's had this name. So inside this type of code, this block of code, we create a variable. To create a variable, we need two things. The first, define the type of my variable. In the second, define the name for my variable. So if I have created a variable number type, I use the int syntax. Okay, int for example x. This is my variable int x. In the C Sharp we need using the semicolon to create the things. Every command line is separated by semicolon. Okay, very nice. So I created my variable, and I would like add some value for this variable. For make it is, I using this syntax equals x equals 1. So I create my variable, define the type, the name, and set the value for good. But I can to using this on different forms. This is the most formal forms, but I can to make this writing. Okay, so let's create an a variable, and I usually like insert writing variable value. So in only one line I can to make it is in creating my variable int a, like 2. Good. So this for working the integer numbers. Okay, but I could work into decimal numbers, and for working this I need to define my variable like a double. So double and variable b receive, I don't know, 55.7. So to work in the decimal numbers, the most common variable type is double. Okay, but if I have decided I don't work into double, I would like using the int to create a decimal values. What's happened? So if I try set the decimal value for my integer variable, I receive the wrong error. Okay, look for this stricter red notation. I received the message cannot implicitly convert the type double to int because it's not possible, because I have the right type for the right values. Okay, anymore I would like writing this in the screen. Okay, looking for this comment in the 16 line, console.writeLine hello world, and to finalize the line, semicolon. This command writing the things on the screen for us. So let's text everything, our variables and this command. For making this, let's click in and debug and starting debugging. I can't use the shortcut for the keyboard F5, make it the same things, okay? So if I look for the execution, open the new window called debug console, and I have additional lines, but the focus is the first lines, okay? So look for the first line now. The command console writing in the screen, hello world. Oh, the famous hello world for every language that you start to learning. Hello world is the first word the people working. And this, okay, but the variables, I don't sound like this working, looking only for my console. For making this, we need using a debug, but I usually like to pass for line by line to understand what's happening in my program. Okay, to make it this, I need to make mark a breakpoint execution. If I add a breakpoint execution for my code, I have this option, let me see, the debug menu, the option toggle breakpoint, or I can't use in the shortcut F9. So in the line I add a breakpoint. So F9. Looking for this marked in the red balloon. And if I execute again my code, click on the simple, look what's happened. The code is stopping in this line. And if I pass my mouse in this variable, look the variable, the value for this. The value for my variable x is 0 because I don't pass any value for in this 9 line. But looking what's happened when I pass for the next line for 11 line. For run to my code line by line, I using the short key F10, okay? So F10 press on it, and looking my value, my variable received the one value, nice. In this line, when I pass for the next line, F10, my variable A received the 2 value. The same happened to my B variable, received the 65, oh my gosh, pass the mouse in front of the variable, 65.7, good, and working in the screen. I would like working the value for this variable in the screen. Let's make it easy now. So you can writing everything code text for make it easy, console.writeLine, and using the parentheses. So insert the values x, first x, okay, x equals, I use the plus to concatenate my static text to gather my variable. In my variable is called x, so insert x in here. Okay, let's execute again. F5, prepare the execution, and voila, I back in this, pass for the line, and let me get the console screen to facilitate the understanding the things. Okay, nice. So hello world, and look for the value 1, and voila, that's it. Good. I get to make it the same for the other variable now. Okay, so let's make it easy. F5 to complete execution, and writing everything is attached also to make it easy. So we have some shortcuts for making these repetitive commands, okay? And one form to make it easy is using the C, double, and tab class for the key for your keyboard, alright? And the Visual Studio completing every code. Ooh, very nice. So let's insert the A variable, space plus A, And like every good programmer, you learn using a lot and copy and paste, but you have the pay attention to make the writing changes, okay? Yes, very nice. So you have three variables, x, a, b, insert the values in the screen, x, a, b, nice. So let them play again. Executing using F5 and looking for my debug console. I have my variables, numbers, integers, and double value, decimal value. Okay? So the first object for this video is this. In the next we continue and see like working to variables but using the other different types, text and boolean values. Okay, so I hope you can to understand everything. If you have some double, please insert the comment. If you have idea, send this again, and please like the video and share with friends, and I hope to see you in the next video. So have a nice day, and I gone. Bye.